How's it going, LA343 students? Hopefully, you have taken quiz number 7, which was specific praise. And now we're moving on to quiz 8, which is using freeze as a command. Let's get started. All right. Why freeze? Well, freeze is to get your students' attention. As we discussed earlier in the timeline of instruction, we want to chop our instructions into smaller pieces. And so when we do that, we need to get students' attention. And that's why we yell freeze. Ms. Pangrazi does an excellent job in doing that. If you've watched the video. Now, freeze also helps us in checking to see who's listening, who's ready for the next piece of instruction. If you watch the video, kids put their hands on their knees. By putting their hands on their knees, they move their body to a lower level by not standing up. And so when you say freeze and they drop their hands to their knees, those that are still standing indicate that they haven't heard freeze. Therefore, you know who's not ready to listen yet or who hasn't heard the instruction. Freeze is also good because it allows you to pause your students and to even give specific praise at any given time. So it's a great way. And the reason why I like using freeze, because it's just one word. And, freeze basically means to stop. So it's, self-explanatory. I want you to try to avoid counting down, using 3, 2, 1, or counting down from 10 to 0. And the reason is this. Freeze requires a quick response. When we count down from a certain number like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to get our students' attention, that takes more time. Remember, we want to get their attention. We want to give short, specific instructions to allow more time to practice and to play. All right. You also notice that in the video when Ms. Pangrazi yells freeze or blows her whistle, students will drop their equipment and be attentive. So let's take a look at some of her examples on her video clips.
Freeze. Awesome. We're going to play a little fastest tag.
So you notice she yelled freeze, and look, they put their hands on their knees, okay? And then after they stop quickly, then she starts to give them the instructions for what they're supposed to do next. Now, the great thing about using freeze is it gets them stopped right away and focused on her.
Control. Love it. Fabulous freeze. Thank you so much. We're going to try another drill next. And this one,
So if you notice, she used her whistle to get them to freeze. So she's also worked with them on that. And they drop their sticks, hands on their knees, eyes on her. And of course, she's following the protocol. So after you give a command, whether it's freeze or instruction, if they do it correctly and quickly, you praise them and she thanked them for their freezes. Then you give your short, specific instructions with modeling, okay? And then you repeat the management protocol process over and over and over again. That is the purpose for using freeze, okay? So I want you to watch the video over and over again, and I want you to practice using freeze and implementing everything from our management protocol so you can become better in giving short, specific instructions, modeling, checking for understanding, giving specific praise or making corrections, freezing your class, and then just repeating that process over and over again. Okay, good luck on your quiz 8. Let me know if you have any questions.